Welcome by Retro Machines. My name is Victor Bart, and in this video we're gonna take a look on this very boring computer. The system is broken and it came from my uncle, and he and his family bought it in 2007. This system is sold by Paradigit, but they advised a wrong configuration because there is not much upgrade possibility with this system. So it was designed for Windows Vista and it has a Core 2 Duo and a memory card reader, USB, audio and a DVD writer. And it is a mini ATX case. There are no expansion cards and we have everything on board: PS2, COM, parallel, VGA, network, 4 USB and audio, so no digital video output. So that gives a little bit away what kind of motherboard it is. Here the Windows Vista license, no fan here installed. So let's open the case. Here we have a wind duct, but it is quite pointless because it's not connected to the fan, so it doesn't do anything. We have a hard drive installed on SATA, a CD-ROM player on IDE. So they probably had some old drives left over and sold an old drive. The motherboard is really simple. 3 PCI, 1 PCIe, so you can get a better video card, and the video card is now on board. Only 2 memory banks, and here was the biggest issue with this system, because it only supports up to 2 GB of memory, and even with Windows Vista and later Windows 7, 2 GB is not enough for normal work nowadays. So that was a very limited thing from the start. So after 5 years there was not much we could do with this system. I think it came with 1 GB and it was upgraded to 2, but it could really use 4 GB and then you can still use it today. The CPU is, I think, a 2160, 2140. I'm not sure which number, but like a dual core 1.8 GHz. So not the best, but you can probably install a Core 2 Quad and Q6600 in this system, but with only 2 GB of memory it's not worth it. And the power supply is 350 watt. Okay, the system is broken, but I forgot what is broken about it, so we're gonna test it out. But the most important thing is to get the data of the hard drive and give it back to them, and the rest of the system will be just taken apart, because I have not really a purpose for a system like this. Because of the way too low budget motherboard in the system and that it is broken, we decided to not even try to repair it, and it is replaced with a modern computer nowadays. So let's try out what's wrong with this system. Okay, it looks like the power supply has failed. So let's try a screwdriver instead of the power button. And nothing happens. The motherboard is a Gigabyte GA945GZMS2. I don't have much power supplies with a 24-pin connector, but this Antec will do, but I still need to clean it, and that's why the cover is off. But I will just put on the cover without screws and test it out. Okay, the system turns on now, but I disconnected the hard drive just to make sure we don't blow up the hard drive. Okay, we have a Core 2 Duo 4300, 1.8 GHz, dual core, 2 GB of memory, and an Intel 945 chipset. And we have Windows 7 Home Premium now installed. Without a password. Okay, we have an 320 GB hard drive. And 240 GB is free, so there's not much data on the system. The system is just started up and it is already using over 1 GB of memory. And here we have the onboard video chip in the 945 chipset, so it's not really a gaming system or something. And they called the system the Paradigit Enforcer, so the name is more impressive than the system itself. So it turned out that the power supply was broken, but this system is so old and slow nowadays that it is not even worth to buy a new power supply for like 50 euros. Paradigit sold my uncle a really low budget motherboard, and if he spent probably like 30 euros more, he had probably 4 memory banks, support up to 8 GB of memory, support for quad core CPUs. So now he just has a 2 GB limit and probably not even support for the higher end quad cores. So this is really, I think it's a little bit of a scam. They sell you a computer with a nice name, Enforcer, but there is not anything you can do to upgrade it later. So I think the first complaints of my uncle came after 4 years. Oh, my system is really slow. And there was not much we could do about it, but luckily he has now a new system. So my plan now for this system is make a network connection, back up all the files to my server so they can copy it later to their external hard drive. And then I will wipe the whole hard drive so there's no data left. And then I probably will just part out the system and throw out the broken power supply. Because the most important thing is that they have their data back off the hard drive. So thanks for watching. Please like and share this video, subscribe and leave a comment. You can join Retro Machines on Facebook and you can support me monthly on Patreon. And you can also support me when buying stuff on Amazon. I have affiliated links down in the description.
A reminder to all Black Mesa personnel. Regular radiation and biohazard screenings are a requirement of continued employment in the Black Mesa Research Facility. Missing a scheduled urinalysis or radiation checkup is grounds for immediate termination.